For as long as I can remember, I always loved watching psychological animes. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but something about the main character of an anime being unnecessarily smart at an unreasonable level while being the mastermind behind the scenes always fascinated me. Like, could you imagine walking into class one day and finding out the quiet kid in your class has a step-by-step organized plan to take down your government officials? That's crazy, bro. But let's be honest, that would never happen. We all know that in reality, that sketchy kid at the back of the class goes home to play Osu and publicizes his horrific takes on Twitter. It's a no-brainer, bro. That's why I don't get why some of these people take these animes so seriously. But it gets even worse when you realize that some of these people actually idolize these horrible people. For an example, Johann Lieber from Monster. Johann was a man that was taken away from his home as a kid.
Don't touch my children! Get away! Don't you come near us!
This is an experiment. We will leave one behind and take the other one with us.
Later, he was traumatized by a very malicious man and was sent to a very sketchy orphanage. Over time, Johann gets tired of this orphanage. So what does he do? Burns down the entire orphanage and gets 51 kids and instructors to kill each other. This man is a menace, truly an inexcusable, good-for-nothing, gut-turning, shameless monster. And all of this happened when he was 6, bro. Huh? Bro, I don't care what nobody says. Who is teaching this 6-year-old to do this? This psychotic devil was committing horrific tragedies at 6 years old and would later grow up to be a manipulating, deceiving criminal.
All of the other people in that room collapsed as well. Their moans of pain, frenzied shrieks, the screams. The whole room was engulfed with their fear. On that fateful day, 42 people perished in that room.
Now look at me dead in my soulless black gaping eyes and tell me I ain't crazy. Cause why are there straight thirst traps of this man all over TikTok?
The devil is real. He's not a little red man with horns and a tail. He can be.
There are countless of shameless individuals dressing up as this man and making abhorrent comments down below saying that they are Johann Lieber. This is why I don't tell people I watch anime anymore, because I just get associated with these weirdos online. No, that's not true. I am Johann Lieber. Timmy, put the phone down and go outside, because we are not doing this today. Out here calling this mentally unstable man a Sigma. You just don't understand, okay? You just don't understand. Timmy, in Classroom of the Elites? Oh God, no. Don't even remind me. They do the same shit over there too. Classroom of the Elites used to be my top 5 when it came to psychological anime, and I'd be recommending it to everyone back in the day too. It had great writing, never got the main character confused with his role, and always kept me engaged throughout the entire show. It was about this expressionless kid who was a part of this weird facility that they called the White Room, ran by his dad. In this sketchy mental ward looking at facility, this unknown organization were doing everything in their power to push the minds of these young kids in hopes of them being the smartest kids in the country.
Spell red.
L-A-T-E.
Using abusive and outright despicable methods to train these poor kids. Eventually, the White Room was temporarily shut down, which gave this ruined psychotic child a chance to finally make an escape. Hell yeah! With the help of his sexually confused butler, Koji, or Kiyotaka, got to enroll into this advanced nurturing school. Off topic, but this gotta be the worst name to give a school. Like, imagine walking up to a 10 out of 10 and saying, "Yeah, shorty, I go to the advanced nurturing school, you should come over." Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if she followed a restraining order because of that.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anyways, in the advanced nurturing school, Koji decides that he wants to be in the sidelines while trying to orchestrate his way to Class A.
You fight like an expert. Which of the arts do you practice?
Piano and calligraphy.
And this is evil. He does not hold back. He'll go from using you as a pawn to cooking up a nigga real quick. He's really like that. Koji is really out here living that thug life.
Falcon punch!
And he does this shit for the whole show. Finds someone that he perceives as weak or is going after someone that's trying to screw up the entire class, and then tries to move on to the next pawn, as he says it. And spoiler alert, if you haven't finished season 3 yet, then you should know that there's a new up and coming pawn next up for season 4. But yeah, Kiyotaka Koji, psychotic, emotionless, messed up, Albert Einstein level smart protagonist who only sees people as pawns and is orchestrating behind the entire class, is obviously a man with such high intelligence that should not be messed with.
But Horikita, I've never considered you an ally, not even for a second.
has everything.
So tell me why or how this man has somehow become the face of Sigma content. How? I'm not even joking either. There are full movie-length filled videos each explaining in depth how to become Koji. And every time I see foolishness like this, I just can't help to cringe at the stupid advice being given.
7 quick tips on how to use people as tools.
Seriously? Use people as tools? Do you think the average brain-rotted 10-year-old watching this video was so intelligent to the point where he could just use random people like tools? Like my guy, this would never happen in real life. It's not real. The people here were created by one dude. They were written. It's fiction. People like this are the reason why I don't tell people I watch Classroom of the Elites anymore. Not only because the fan base are like the exact same as the Johan one, if not worse, but because they make terrible, god-awful takes like comparing Koji to a serial killer and someone with the most dangerous god-given weapon of all mankind, aka Light Yagami. With Light, I think we all know the story. High-class student with the best marks who is literally the #1 student in Japan stumbles upon a magic notebook that fell from the sky and uses it to kill dangerous wanted criminals. So knowing this information, why are we comparing two dangerous killers with this troubled kid who only wants to experience the high school experience? Like, why? It's crazy how these fans are willing to die on this pathetic battle. And now to transition from this topic, we must answer the question that is on everybody's minds, which is, when it comes to all of these three individuals, Koji, Light Yagami, and Johan Liebert, which one of them will win and which one of them will lose? Alright, starting off with Light Yagami versus Johan. Guys, let's be honest, Light would lose. Now hearing this, you might be like, oh, Lazlik, he has the death note, he write down the name and yeah, that's the point. That's why Light would lose. You see, Johan isn't really Johan's name. In fact, he was never given the name at birth to begin with. And since Johan was never given the name at birth, this would make the death note completely useless, making Light defenseless and easily slain by Johan's hitman. Also, even if Johan did exist as an antagonist in the Death Note universe, committing as much crime as physically possible, like that one time he killed everyone in a large little town in less than 1 week, Light would never find out about his existence anyways, as Light only goes after criminals that show up in the media, news, or live television. But okay, let's say that Light and Johan did meet eye to eye and were both aware of each other's crimes. Even if Light bought the Shinigami eyes from Ryuk, which is a deal that allows you to see other people's names, Johan's name would still not show up regardless because he wasn't given a name. Also, he has a gun. Also, this guy's on his side 90% of the time, so yeah, let's get it clapped, my boy.
I'll kill him.
He has to die!
You win. Perfect.
Next up, Light versus Koji. Who would win? This one's basically self-explanatory. Of course, Light would win. First off, Koji's full name is always being said throughout the entire anime all the time. I mean, I know this guy is smart, but no plot armor is stopping Light from simply looking at the attendance list and taking his ass out. I guess you could say that Koji could just take the Death Note away from him, preventing his death. However, Light never brings the Death Note out of his little self-destruct drawer like ever, and also has pieces of it hidden in things like his watch and his pen. No matter how much you look at it, Koji's cheeks are getting fried and flipped on the family barbecue.
Now everything that was in my way is gone, and everyone else still believes in me. It's only a matter of time before I get rid of the police. What do you think of that?
Koji.
This is my perfect victory! That's right! I win!
You win. Perfect.
Next up, we got Johan versus Koji. Which one will win? Now guys, with this one, I only have to use 3 words. He has a gun.